In this video, we're going to show you how easy it is to create a tournament in our software and have golfers begin registration. First of all, click on the Create New Tournament button located in the main interface. Once in here, you can specify your tournament name, the max number of golfers, which is used for online registration, the price for members and non-members. Both of these prices could be the same if you would like. And then you also specify the start date and the end date of the tournament. Show Overall Leaderboard will group all golfers from all flights into one leaderboard. Under winning options, you have the ability to select if you want gross winners and net winners. You also have the ability to pick if you want to do full 18-hole scoring or just the front and back 9 scoring for 9-hole tournaments. We have the ability to enter scores per hole, or you can just enter the front and back 9 total. Now you go to the overall winners. You pick how many gross winners you want overall, how many winners you'd like overall for net winners, and how deep you would like to go into each flight for winners. And we also have the ability to limit a golfer to win only once. In the Other tab, you can specify whether this is a golfer event or a team event. For team events, you can specify how many golfers are in the team and also how you would like to break down the handicap from each individual golfer to make up the team handicap. This is all done automatically for you. You have the open registration and the closed registration for online access, and also specify whether you take Visa, MasterCard, or if you want the payments done in person. For this tournament, we're just going to use a golfer event. Next, you'd pick what type of retrogression is being used for this tournament. You can pick one of the previous retrogression methods that you've set up, and if you like that retrogression method applied to both the gross and the net score. Next, we have scoring format. For now, the default is stroke play, but you can add other scoring formats to the tournament as you see fit. For this tournament alone, though, we're going to stick with just stroke play. Once you click the Create Tournament, you'll be brought up to the Days tab. This gives you the ability now to create the individual days for the tournament. When you click on Create New Day, you'll only be able to pick days that are specified between the start and the end range of your tournament. The default would be 18 holes scored, and for the draw, we're going to do it handicap high to low for the golfers. There'll be 4 golfers in each group, and we have the option of going a single start, a double start, or a triple start, and if depending on which one you pick, you'll see that it adds the additional start times up above for you to fully customize. For this tournament, we're going to just do a single. Once you select the first start time, you can specify what type of start is this. Is it going to be a normal? Is it going to be shotgun and crossover? If you pick shotgun, it'll give you the ability to add additional features such as a modified shotgun, whether it be just the front 9 and back 9, or if you'd like to do custom and actually pick any of the individual holes you like. You can also specify how many golfers are stacked on each of the tees based on par. For now, we're just going to use a normal start. We're going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to end at 4 p.m. The interval is going to be 8 minutes. And for starter time, you can add additional starter times if you like. This shows you now how many golfers will actually fit in the tee slots. So this tournament can support 244 golfers. So now we're going to create the second day of the tournament. We're going to select the day we'd like. We're going to select the hole scored, and we're also going to select the draw. Now this time we're going to do something a little different. We're going to pick gross score, high to low, instead of doing it by handicap. The group size is still going to be 4, and we're still going to do a single start and keep all the settings the same. So now that both tournament days are created, and you can see here from the summary, we're going to go to the Flights tab. In the Flights tab, we have the ability to create flights in a few different ways. First of all, you can create an individual flight by specifying the flight name, selecting the tee, the handicaps, and creating the flights. We highly recommend using the auto-generating flight feature. This gives the ability to just specify the number of flights, the tee that they're golfing from, and if it's a male, female, or mixed gender tee. Once you click Create Flights, then you'll see all 5 flights are created. So at this time right now, I'd like to take you over to our Embed feature. This gives the ability for golfers to sign up to your tournaments online and through your own website. So by selecting your username and then going to Embed, you'll see that under the upcoming tournaments, the tournament we just created is now live and gives you the ability to sign up online. Golfers can now create a new account, or they can log in with an existing account that they've already created. Once they're logged in, they will see all the details about the tournament the costs for member and non-member registration, where they now can provide any additional information that's required to sign up for this tournament. Once they provide this information, they can click sign up and pay with a credit card or pay in person if you have that specified under the account. So now we're going to go back to the Golfers tab in the tournament. Under here, all golfers as they register on your website will appear automatically here. Now we're going to fake this and just have a bunch of golfers automatically appear in the website to show you what it would look like. And as you can see, we have all the names captured, we have the genders captured, handicap indexes captured that the golfers supplied online. If you missed a golfer or a golfer shows up, you have the ability to add a new golfer individually. You can also quick add a golfer right from your member database just by specifying member ID and their handicap. We also have the ability where you can bulk add golfers from previous tournaments or CSV files, and you can recalculate the handicaps for all golfers in the tournament directly from Golf Canada. So now that we have all the golfers signed, we're going to look at flights. As remember, we set up the 5 flights, but we didn't specify any upper or lower handicaps. So we're going to use the evenly balanced flight option. This is really, really easy for you guys. You click it, bang, all your golfers have been assigned to flights, and they're pretty well evenly balanced. If you need to make any changes, you can go in and specify new upper and lower handicaps, and just automatically assign the golfers to their flights, and they'll be moved around, just that simple. So next, we're going to look at the Days tab. So you look at the Days tab right now, and you'll see that we have 126 golfers not placed. The draw is not being displayed online yet, so we're going to view the draw. Once you go into the draw, you'll see that the tee sheet has not been created and all the golfers are not assigned on the left-hand side. Simply create the tee sheet, and as you see below here, it'll say it's going to create the tee sheet based on the options that we selected prior. You click on Create Tee Sheet, and all the slots are now available for dragging and dropping golfers. So you can go over and you can drag and drop any golfer to any one location. Very simple, very easy. If you need to move them around, you can click on a golfer and move it from one place to another place. But once you get all the golfers placed, all you do is click Fill Remaining Golfers. And based on whatever your settings were, all golfers will be placed in the tee sheet, so you don't have to do anything manually yourself. Now we have the ability to print out labels that you can put on your own scorecards, and these labels come with a QR code. These QR codes can be scanned by the golfer's phone and send them to our mobile app that will allow them to enter the scores for you, so you don't even have to enter the golfer's scores. So now we're going to go back and look at the Days tab. You'll see that all 126 golfers have been placed, and we're going to put the draw online. This is where the embed code becomes very, very powerful. When you go back to the embed code and you look at it, you'll see that the draw is online on your website and ready to go. All the golfers will be able to go to your website. They'll be able to see when they're golfing, the start hole they're golfing on, and who they're golfing with. Let's go back to the tournament. So now under here, you'll see we have a dashboard option. This basically gives you an overview of what your tournament is today. It shows you the number of flights you have, how they're broken down, the number of golfers, anyone's been paid, checked, and disqualified. Under tournament information, you'll get a little more information than you had before, where you can specify again the tournament name, change it, start dates, end dates, specify if this is going to be flights by age, the registration date. You can put a description in the tournament for online use. You're able to upload files that are used for this tournament that golfers can download. You can change the price, specify what payment types you accept and take. And also, you can turn mobile scoring on and off. If you have mobile scoring on, you can specify whether it's done individually or if it's done by the whole group. Now under winning options, you have the ability where you can go in and you can specify, again, the holes that are scored, whether you want gross and net winners, how you want to actually do your scoring, whether it's per hole. You can change the number of winners per flights. If you want more gross winners than net winners, all these settings are completely configurable through the back end. You have the ability, again, to change the retrogression method that you use, if it's gross or net, and if you want to do the overall leaderboard, and how you want to show the leaderboard, if you want to sort it by gross scores, if you want to sort it by net scores. A lot of configuration options. If you want to hide cut players, so if you have a multi-day tournament where those players won't show up on the next day. Scoring format, you can go in again, you can add new scoring formats. If you want to do Stableford, Chicago, whatever you want. If you want to do customized Stableford points, very simple, just specify the points you want for each of the power statuses. Simple. Under the leaderboard, we have the ability now to put leaderboards on smart TVs. You can use the simple URL method here to copy this and put that into a smart TV. This is also for web, if you want to provide web leaderboards to other people or other companies. With the advanced feature, you can do full leaderboards, you can do mini leaderboards. You can specify whether it's a URL or an iframe. It's embedded on the person's website. the configuration options are endless when it comes to presenting information. Our messaging system allows you to send out messages directly to golfers, whether it's a notification, whether it's the tee times that they're playing. You can send it out for any of the rounds of golf that they're playing. You can also specify whether it's sent out by SMS or if it's an email. If you want to include the group of golfers that are golfing with them, you want to put an additional message like show up early for your round or check in at the clubhouse or whatever you like to do. You can specify this and send this out just by pushing that simple button. Now, custom forward fields, what this is it allows you to capture additional information when a golfer registers. So I'm just going to stick in hair color here for now. So when a golfer registers, they'll be prompted to enter their hair color. You can make it required if you want to or not. Next, we have the advertisement section. You can create advertisements that are displayed either on the TVs or the web leaderboard, simply just selecting the option and selecting the image that you would like to display. It's really very, very simple. Transactions shows you a record of all transactions that happen for golfers signing a blind, if they're paid, anyone failed, anything like that. Sharing data. This gives the ability for you to share any information about your tournaments to anyone. You simply provide the link, and third-party companies can create their own software products to display your information and do whatever you want with your data.